Stand back, girls, because you're about to get burnt by a white hot thunder.
Bikini Bloodbath Car Wash, 2008. So this week I'm going to be pumping out a couple videos, so be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out, because I got some doozies coming. Some really fun, kind of action fun, kind of similar to this. They'll be awesome. I love them. So this movie is an hour and 11 minutes long. It shouldn't have been that long. So a group of women decide to raise money by donning bikinis for a car wash. But a maniac chef is prowling about to get a cut of the action. That's not particularly true. I do have a cat here who is vying for attention, so hopefully this will go fine. It was written and directed by Jonathan Gorman. He did the original Bikini Bloodbath, and this is the first time I had heard of the original Bikini Bloodbath. There's a sequel to this, Bikini Bloodbath Christmas, and then Thomas Edward is the other guy, and he's the same with Jonathan. It stars Debbie Rochon. Now, Debbie Rochon, you might actually know who she is if you're into bad movies. Have you ever watched any of the Trauma movies? You've probably seen Debbie Rochon. She did Model Hunger Killer Rack, Romeo and Juliet, and there's a whole bunch of stuff. It's a lot of I think she was in Return to Nukem High, Volume 1, the new one. There's two of them, Return of Nukem High. She did a lot of the old trauma stuff from the 90s, early 2000s, things like that. Rachel Robbins as Jenny, and she hasn't done a lot. She was in a movie called Methodic and one called Bleeding Hearts. Sherry Lynn as Lucy. Bikini Bloodbath Shakespeare. So there's 4 Bikini Bloodbath movies. Okay, I need to find these. I went looking. I couldn't really track anything down. Nothing is streaming except for this one. I searched Amazon. I searched it for the original, I believe. And it looked like it was sold out or something, but then one was, maybe it was a used version or something like that. But I'm going to have to get those movies somehow. Maybe eBay or something. Natalie Williams as Sharon. Vixens of Virtue. Vixens of Vice. Not a lot. Not a lot for anyone except Debbie Rochon. So, it starts out with the radio talking, and then a song starts playing. A preppy girl in pink wakes up, and it's metal music that's playing. So this is not the typical person you would expect to see rocking out to metal music. She gets up, pulls the blankets off her roommate.
Whoa! Boobs!
She's lip syncing to the metal song, and her roommate joins in. Apparently, they both really like metal music. And the opening is absolutely ridiculous, and I love it. We go to some weirdo teacher hitting on the blonde girl. They run into a bunch of guys, and the guys have shirts on that say what they are. It says like college student, German exchange student, German exchange, that sort of thing. So you can kind of tell what's going on with this movie. It's a fun comedy splatter, slasher, horror kind of thing. And they're having fun with it. That sort of thing. They get to class, and their teacher has a sailor hat on and a pipe. Why not? Teacher says he wants to speak to Sharon. There's the clip.
Sharon, I want to speak with you for a moment. Sharon, we need to talk about your grades.
What's up?
You're getting fat.
The community college commander comes in. Remember, I don't know if you've seen it, my review, Terror at Bloodfart Lake. This is very reminiscent of that style of movie. Terror at Bloodfart Lake, nothing was serious. No straight lines at all comedy. This movie isn't that far, but most of it's comedy. It's about 70% comedy, I'd say. It's that style of movie that we got going here. So a teacher gets hit in the nuts by a ball, and there's a scene going on that we're watching, and then he keeps cutting to him yelling and screaming, like, "Oh, my balls!" And
Hey,
he's like writhing on the ground in pain. It's fantastic, and you can hear him like in the background as the other scene is going on. It's pretty good. So one guy makes a joke about Sharon getting plus size clothes at the Gash.
Hey Sharon, nice skirt. Where'd you get it?
thanks, Gary. I got it at the Gash.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know they made plus sizes.
And then girls go to work at the Bikini Car Wash. We meet Mrs. Johnson. Wait a second. Check out that sign behind Mrs. Johnson. A little bit of comedy there. Miss Johnson wants to speak to Sharon. So I'm getting the feeling that she's I'm putting a clip.
Now, Sharon, your performance has been declining a little bit. You were 5 minutes late today. And you need to lose weight.
So I get the feeling that she's kind of a perv because she's doing that finger thing down her chest. And then she tells her that she was late and needs to lose weight. Okay. So I think they're going for a joke here because Sharon isn't fat. And she's a good looking gal. In fact, hey, looks like Kirsten, doesn't it? You don't know who I'm talking about. There's one person who's watching this who knows exactly what I'm talking about. So, we get a 2-minute and 30-second car wash montage of girls in bikinis washing cars for 2 minutes and 30 seconds. This is not the first montage. There's a reason this movie could have been cut down from 1:11 or whatever it is. The college guys show up, bust out their break dancing, and they throw down a piece of cardboard, and they're all dancing on it and everything. That goes on for a while. The gals are super impressed, apparently, by their dancing. Some lady shows up out of jail and wants a job, and now we get a Michael Jackson Beat It spoof. So the Beat It video for Michael Jackson, where it's like two rival gangs fighting, they do this in this with like offset music enough that they don't have to pay copyright kind of thing, but you get the idea of what the music is going for. So everyone goes home from work. All the girls get together at someone's house and they do a seance and they contact the chef. Apparently one of these girls killed Chef. And she tells the story of her killing Chef with a rake, and they have this whole running joke in this group of girls like that she raped the chef. It doesn't really hit, but you know, I mean, I get it, rape, right? And they're trying to make her say it. Anyways, the chef rises from a grave somewhere. He's walking through the cemetery. The two girls from the beginning take showers.
Well, there's your R rating right there.
Chef shows up. Fake out one of her friends. It's a fake out. Back in class, teacher rips on Sharon. Again.
You're gonna have a miserable weekend. Because you're fat.
For being fat. Two girls being dumb. Like, just stupid talk kind of thing. Like, ditzy or... Chef gets them. Like, knocks them out. And then it shows him pulling out and eating their intestines. And it's pretty cool. It's not bad for a low-budget movie. We get another Bikini Car Wash montage. 1:30 seconds. So what are we up to now? Like, it's something like 4 minutes and 30 seconds now? Okay. Another Sharon fat joke. Why not?
After the seance.
Yeah, do you think this bikini makes me look fat?
Yes, it does.
Girls are leaving work. One forgets her merkin in the locker room. So, I had to look up what a merkin was. And I absolutely 100% regret looking up what a merkin is. I suggest you don't do it. Or do. Go ahead. I don't care. Chef kills the girl who goes in for her merkin. Axe to the head. He's hitting her in the head with an axe. Girls showing up to the party at Mrs. Johnson's. She was throwing a party or something. She's like, come to my house tonight. So they all show up to her house. And there's a pervy teacher from the beginning. And he ends up kidnapping one of the girls. Chef comes in, kills the teacher. Okay. It doesn't show him do anything, I don't believe, to the girl that it was kidnapped. Back to the party. Girls dancing, montage, 30 seconds. That's a short one. The guys end up crashing the party. Miss Johnson throws a bottle at one of them. He chugs the whole thing. If I had to watch it, you have to watch it. More dancing montage. Okay, here's what takes the cake here. This is a 3-minute dancing montage. 3 minutes. So we're at to what? 7 minutes and 30 seconds now of just montage? Chef kills a German exchange student with a neck slice. Chef drowns a fat guy in a hot tub. Girl goes to change her shirt because she spilled beer on it or something like that. Gets stabbed while she's on the toilet. It's so gross. They show like the pee going into the toilet, and then you hear the and then the pee turns red. It's gross. There's a sign for a website here. Okay, so I was thinking, okay, maybe I can find the movies on this website. And I can't. It's no longer available. And I went on the Wayback Machine, and they didn't have it. Or Archive, one of those things where it saves everything. So Wayback didn't have it either. So a guy and a girl are in a closet, and there's a body in that closet. She's grabbing the body's arm, like to make it touch her boob, kind of like, because she thinks it's the guy who's alive. The guy is making out with the body and doesn't realize it. And then a girl opens the door, starts screaming, and the guy was making out with the dead body, not just on the mouth. He was making out with the dead body's sliced throat on the neck. So he's up in the neck. That actually kind of grossed me out. It was, I don't know why. I've seen so many things with these kind of movies. But it was just kind of like, oh, okay. Miss Johnson finally starts hooking up with Luke. So Miss Johnson's been pervy throughout the movie to every girl in here. And the new girl who she fought in the knife fight, they finally hook up. But everyone comes down screaming. So they block that from happening. They all arm up. They get weapons. That sort of thing. Teacher with a sailor hat pops out of nowhere. Nutshot.
Hey, everybody! Oh, fuck! Why do you do that?
They search the house. They find the girl in the toilet. But what's funny is you can see her breathing. So she's kind of like lying there like... And you see her like chest rising and everything. Because they do a long scene with her just sitting there. I don't know. It was funny. Okay, but wait a second. That's a bidet in that bathroom. This was filmed in Bristol, Connecticut. What kind of red-blooded American has a bidet in their bathroom? Come on now. All right. So they run. Chef's killing people left and right. He's popping them off, and it's really quick. They do it really quick. Miss Johnson ends up taking on Chef. Meanwhile, it shows Sharon. Remember the one they were making fun of with the fat jokes and everything like that? It shows Sharon at Luftwaffe House eating pancakes. And it's just a quick 1 second cutaway to her. 1 or 2 seconds, and then it cuts back.
You opened the wrong can of peas, faggot.
Miss Johnson stabs Chef. Chef grabs her intestines, pulls them out. Now it's Chef versus the original blonde from the beginning. And this is the one who was telling the story that she killed the chef. It's not like this long drawn out thing. She just winds up, whacks his head off. And his head goes flying. And then her and the remaining guy who's still alive, Todd I think his name is, they go join Sharon and eat some waffles at Luftwaffe House. Is this a good movie? No. No. Is it fun? Yes. This is a fun movie. I would suggest watching it. I would watch it on something like Tubi on your browser so you can look when the montages happen and just kind of skip ahead. This movie shouldn't have been an hour and 11 minutes. It should have been about 58. Because there's, in the last, I don't know, half hour of the movie, there's a lot of unnecessary talking. They're throwing in a bunch of jokes just to try to drag it out kind of thing. Keep in mind this was made in 2008. Nowadays you can do a 50-minute movie and put it up on Tubi or Amazon Prime or something like that for free for people to watch. And it's not a big deal. I think my Barbie and Kendra review that I did, go check that one out if you haven't. That one was 57 minutes or something like that. That's with credits, I think. Something like that, 57, 58. And I think Giantess Attack Battle, or whatever that one was, that one's short. You can do that now. It's not a big deal. But in a way, I guess you couldn't do that at the time, hopefully, because they kind of, it's dragged out. But it's a fun watch. Definitely, give it a watch. Why not? So I give it my seal of approval for bad fun movies. Anyways, I will be I'm going to be putting reviews out this week. I'll probably have 3, maybe 4, because I found a doozy of a movie. After I had watched 3 movies, I found a doozy of one, and oh man, it's going to be fun. I really want to get that one out soon. So, hopefully you join me next time, and if you hit that subscribe, you know when I have stuff popping up, or that bell. What's the bell do? I don't even know. Whatever, I don't care if you do. Just, it's fun. Come on back next time. Okay, bye.